Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. Finds some space, he's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And leading them, the former second-rounder out of Missouri in 2019, Drew Lock.
He was on one last week. But it was too bad his teammates weren't on that ride with them. Look at all the yards he put up. You're assuming anytime you throw for that many yards, that much production, you've won in a blowout, but that wasn't the case. It does have him highly motivated and the rest of his guys to play at that level again, this time find a way to win.
Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go.
Here's Luck to the air. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Here we go.
Again to throw on 2nd. Connects on the crosser. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Let's go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one nabbed by Warren. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. So now the Buccaneers gonna go for 2. All right, they're gonna throw for it. It's caught for 2, and that's gonna be an 8-0 lead. Well, evidently a touchdown wasn't enough for them. They further quiet this home crowd by adding the 2-point conversion.
You know what I love about this? I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it, but then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building.
It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings could have gone for 2 in the tie, but they choose to trail by 1. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Hill now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to end it.
Here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. This is scooped up by the Vikings. And Minnesota returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Vikings capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings push their lead to 6. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And as they get set, Carter, I'd imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lock to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it. He's going to bring this one back. It's a pick six and a Minnesota touchdown. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings bump the lead up to 13 points. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Hill now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Justice Hill on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front run. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Short pick up to their own 31. Cordell Flott there on the stop. Driving Dire Straits. It's 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here's the snap on 4th. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
I got you. 18. What's that?
Stroud in the air to start us off. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings push the lead to 20. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Locke looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He's going deep down this side. He's got it inside the 25. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Ready?
Lock. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Set.
To throw, here's Locke. Forced out to his right. That comes down nowhere near a receiver, and they're going to get him for grounding here. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Personal fouls. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a 1st down. Throwing is Locke. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a small chunk off that lead.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Buccaneers drop the lead back to 13.
Buccaneers 15.
A bit early to be in full-on comeback mode. An onside kick, though, here in the opening quarter. Did the Bucs get to it in time? Yes! It's Buccaneer football! 4th quarter of a game, totally get this call. We expect to see an onside kick in pursuit of the lead. But Brock, walk me through this. Still in the 1st half. Isn't it a little early for that?
Yeah, I think it's a little early for you and me and a lot of the analytics books out there. But to me, this is a head coach saying, I'm going to put the game in my hands. My decision-making. I'm going to be the one who has to answer for it after the game anyway. And he is setting the tone of aggressiveness for his team today.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Locked down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Vikings have played to an early lead. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll air it out on 3rd. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
4th down, pass coming. He connects downfield. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Locke. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Looking in the air here. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Setting up to throw. He rolls to his right. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. That's Miles Price back deep for the Vikings. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 38-yard line.
At 18. What's up?
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun, Stroud has him on the quick hitter, and he'll get it up to the 44. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throw here, 3rd down. Into the hands of Dell. Down to the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Tank Dell the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings push the lead to 20. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Things going well so far. And work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Flushed out of the pocket. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Trying to work quickly now.
A gain of 17 yards. Complete to Tyler Warren. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Locke to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers chop some of the lead off before the half. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
They'll get another chance to knock the extra point through. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good.
Makes the score Vikings 35, Buccaneers 22.
Plenty of time to attack that deficit, but here we go. They're attacking already, going on sides in the first half. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared, they were ready for it, and now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
This into the hand. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out! And this one belongs to the Buccaneers!
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch, it
has room down the left sideline. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Buccaneers get it back to within 6.
Buccaneers 29.
Wow, down by just a score, a lot of game to go. But look here, it's an onside try. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Yeah, these numbers, Kate, they're pretty clear. It's hard to recover these onside kicks. Nice job there by the fielding team, but you see why the rules committee, right, the competition committee constantly searching for maybe new creative ways because it is just so hard to get that ball when the other team's prepared for the onside kick.
Brings up second and 8.
Shotgun now, first round. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
And 8 yards to go.
They send him left out of the slot. Throwing on third down, Stroud. Pass complete to Goddard. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And the Vikings first down.
They send the tight end in motion.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dallas Goddard, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings bump the lead up to 13 points. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most.
Here we go.
Lock to throw it. To the right, he's got to Slaw. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Locke looking to throw. And he takes it down to the 33. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now. Ball at the 33. to throw. Here's Locke. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Sanders sends it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Well, I think we all knew they were going to be aggressive from the onset of this second half, trying to erase that lead, but unfortunately, no luck here on the onside kick.
Kate, and these half times, they're fast for all of us in the NFL. College, you have time to go get lunch. Not that way in the NFL. So you went into halftime, and I am guessing, I could just feel the tone and tenor of that locker room. It is, we're going to be aggressive, like your point. We got to go out and we got to make something happen. But unfortunately, that felt a lot more like desperation when you don't recover.
Dump off caught by his back. Strong running inside the 30. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings throw the lead coming out of halftime. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take a 3-possession lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. Complete to number 84, Tyler Warren. A gain of 13 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
They go play action on first down. Buying some time left. And he's going to find this one. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down.
Gain of 31 yards.
That one goes for 31 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Locke. Connects. This is to Sloan. Oh, he lost the football. It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's Locke. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers start the second half with some needed points. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 10.
49. Buccaneers 39.
Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the third. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. All right, right, partner, are you on board with that call
No.
we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
It's a gain of 20.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Vikings first down.
Working inside the red zone. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
To number 29.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. Here we go. At the Buccaneers 11 yards.
Now it's Stroud. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 16-point ball game. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings take a 3-possession lead.
Buccaneers 39.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Hill now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneer offense back after another series. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Lock now. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 27.
They'll work against the blitz. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense working quickly.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Watch the back, watch the back.
Here's Luck to the air. Left side into the hands of Warren. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Luck. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. It is Cup, left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now give it to Hill. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10, here's a pass. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And this is covered by the Vikings hands team.
There's always a little competition on a football team to see who's going to make the hands team. Right? Those defensive guys say, hey, listen, I'm not a receiver with bad hands. I got good hands. Well, this is the ultimate test of it right here, Kate. Who makes the hands team? Those are the ones that are most trustworthy to go finish these games, to go get those onside kicks, and to go finish that phase of the game out.
It's Tracy on second down. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
The Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 32.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
13 yards.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. This one quickly to Dell. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
Brings up second and 5.
The give to Tracy up the middle. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Third and 4 coming up now.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third and 4.
From the gun, Stroud. He brings it in. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the air, Stroud. Brought in. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Tank Dell the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Surprise here, they're running for it. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. The Buccaneers and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Lock to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, here's Lock. Buying some time right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll throw, third and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
And they stayed perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, they can tell this defense stops them. Their answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence, the offense is owning them.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Fits it through the middle. And he is stuffed with authority there, but that stuff came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Stroud now. The throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Hill now to return it. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Here's Zappi. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terrence Johnson has it. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those corners.
And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings making a 3-score game in the fourth. Tank Dell the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
76. Buccaneers 55.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead. So that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back now, pressure coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on third and long. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw, Zappi. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Taking a chance to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. It's an 8-yard gain and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving. They'll come up on 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. Caught near the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Buccaneers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Touchdown to bust for them here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Throwing is Zappy. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Defenders there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Moore. He's at midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score.
Here we go, shot.
Back to work they go after the interception. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
They're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get... So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Maybe I'm projected here, Kate, but those seem to be the toughest misses. Whether you're in the stadium, watching it online, you're watching it on TV, you're seeing the kick is online, you're watching at field level as a player, and everything looks good. But unfortunately, it just falls short.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Zappy back to throw. On the move, headed right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. by a man. He's in the clear. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And forget the turnover. Brock may take it back for a late touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Trying to push deep. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Zappy to the air now. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. There he goes, right sideline. Into the red zone. And the Vikings make one of their best plays in the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So it's a win for the Vikings. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came.